Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am PANCZASU, the mighty mega spammer back with Magic the Gathering Duels of the Planewalkers 2012. This is again our best of 7 of best of 7s. Currently, spoilers warning, gameslayer is in the lead 3-1, which means that if he wins just one more game, this is game over for me. But last I was able to make a rapid comeback from what I expected to be a 4-0, so you know, things can happen. I might actually, maybe not win this best of 7 of best of 7s, but at least win this particular best of 7 and be on a better score at the end, like 4-2 instead of 4-1. Even though just having one win in best of 7s is still good enough for me. So, you know the format definitely by now. I'll just review the kinds of cards that you can expect from us. So gameslayer still doesn't have any expansion packs, so the packs that he has banned, obviously all the expansions since he doesn't have them, and he also has banned, random banned, you know what I mean, Exalted Darkness, he cannot play as them, very good, they're very scary, let's just put it this way. Bone of Flame, he actually banned something different, but I swapped this other thing for Bone of Flame because I'm really afraid of those guys and I like playing as them against who doesn't have Bone of Flame to kill me. Very scary creatures there are, and instants and stuff. And Peacekeepers, guess I also cannot play as them. I'm kind of satisfied with this because he does like his Peacekeepers. I don't really, but you know, with this recent addition of more cards, they kinda did change in quite a major way. Anyway, the packs that I can play as are Pack Instinct, so a lot of green creatures, and I never ever did bother, you know, lowering the amount of cards in my deck from 100 because it's just my LOL deck for funsies, alright? The other deck I can play as is Bone of Flame. I was very happy to get that. And then I've got the Grinning Malice, which I get in every single game I have. And in fact, this will be my opening deck. I think that this will be a nice opener. Then I've got Peacekeepers, who I don't really like, although now that they have changed, they kind of make me like them more. I do have the Goblins, who I still hate playing as, even though they won me the previous best of 7. But I still hate playing as them. I do have Mind Stones, the weakest deck in the entire game, which is just so poorly balanced, but it is amusing sometimes. And it did bring me out victory as well, so you know, it does happen that you can win with this deck. Sometimes, if you're lucky. Obedient Dead I also have, which is good, and that's about it. I also got Celestial Light, but obviously gameslayer banned it. He does have a Celestial Light himself though, so this could be scary. Anyway, we're about to get ready, and before you ask, there will be other videos soon. In fact, I wanted to upload a Heroes of Might and Magic 2, or rather record this kind of video right now, but there were some technical difficulties, so I'll do so at the next possible time, with gameslayer obviously. So stay tuned for our match number 1. Alright, there we go, there is my first hand, just 2 lands, a decent creature, and then Demigod of Revenge, a decent instant. I'll risk it, I only have 2 lands and I'm hoping to get more, but I'll take what I can get for now. Keep in mind, it's kinda, you know, it's a shame really, because I was hoping to get a black card, a black land, a swamp, to confuse gameslayer and make him think that I actually played with Obedient Dead like last time, but I actually didn't. So let's review my hand. Let's grab myself a swamp because I do need it. I do have a 1 mana cost card, but it does require a swamp to play. If I played a mountain, I wouldn't be able to play those rats. And they are nice rats, they have Death Touch. They are 1/1 but with Death Touch, and this makes them a very lethal combo. Now, gameslayer is opening up with, most likely he's playing with Pack Instinct. Oh, never mind, he's actually playing with Ancient Wilds. That's a scary deck, although I could potentially do a decent job against it. If I keep the key creatures dead, then I shouldn't really be afraid of anything major, to be honest with you. Alright, now, what do I actually zoom out? There we go. I need to think what kind of color will I need more with this deck. I think this deck relies on red more than black, but I do have a mountain in my hand, so let's get another black instead. Alright, let's do something like this. And also cast my rats already. Death Touch, as I said, very dangerous. If gameslayer just to attack, I can just kill his card, whatever it is. That said, I wouldn't kill a card like this. I mean, it's obviously not worth a Death Touch creature, because those rats will die whenever they attack something, because they only have 1 health. And ooh, what's that? That's a scary card, Defender, and when she enters the battlefield, can say also there's a card, a 2/5, Eye of a F in Rio. She cannot attack, so I'm not too worried about that, but she can hit like a truck if I try to attack against her, and she can take a beating as well. That said, I did draw some decent cards thus far, so let's have a quick look. The Blood Witch She's really nice, and I do want to have her on the battlefield, but then I've got her, the Blood Cultist, and I actually want to get her on the battlefield ASAP, so then I can kill the Elvish Visionary and start putting those tokens on her, which is actually kinda useful, as you might imagine. I'm not attacking with my rats, thank you very much, no reason to sacrifice them just yet. I'm saving them up, in case gameslayer, you know, creates a Hydra or something. He doesn't have access to Hydra of this deck, I don't think, but he could still surprise me with a big creature. Anyway, Natural Order, what's that? That's something scary. Ooh, wait! I think I remember this. He sacrifices a creature and then oh, yeah. He puts a creature card on the battlefield and he doesn't know what kind of creature card it is. He's just now browsing through all his creature cards and he's gonna get something powerful on the battlefield, regardless of its cost. That's a very powerful card he just got, and he was kinda lucky to have it. And it means that I'll have to terminate whatever he puts on the battlefield. Because, don't get me wrong, there's no way this card will not be a powerful card. And obviously, it is Soul of the Harvest. Okay, that's not the best, but it does give, I guess, a lot of draw possibilities, which makes me think that his hand is not the best. Still, I do think that I need to deal with. Can I? No, that's only dealing damage to a player. Yeah, so let's terminate this card. I am a little bit afraid of it. Gameslayer could, however, you know, be trying to make me waste my terminate, so I'll hold on until the next turn. I'm not going to cast anything. I'm not also going to use my Blood Cultist, unfortunately, because, you know, she's not going to be able to do anything useful whatsoever. Now, Gameslayer will know that I do have an instant ready, because otherwise I would obviously cast some kind of spell, maybe a creature, maybe a sorcery. But now, because I haven't, and because I do still have lands, he knows that I've got an instant. I mean, I didn't draw a land this turn, so he might think that, ooh, this is gonna be bad, he's actually going to kill... He's actually going to kill my land, that's bad. Now, do I want to I do want to terminate, but what do I want to terminate? Let's actually terminate... Let's terminate the Soul of the Harvest. I can deal with that, actually. It did give Gameslayer a free card, but now it's really bad because I have no more mountains, and I don't have any lands in my hand, which is a really big issue. I can still play a creature. Whenever I don't know a creature dies, I gain 1 life, but it isn't much. By any stretch of the imagination. I'm desperate for more mountains, and I'm desperate to, you know, get anything. Right now I'm really stuck in my position, and I don't want this to be the case. Normally with decks that are focused around destroying, like black or red, you do like to stall for as long as possible, because then you generally win this way. But Gamelayer's deck is very specific with the constant juggling of the creatures he's got. It will make him win unless I get something decent on the battlefield, including lands. Right now I only have 2 lands on the battlefield, he's got 6. And he's got another Acidic Slime. This is going to be a massacre because he'll land starve me in the most disgusting, filthy way imaginable. Also a Taunting Elf. This is a really big issue, but I can kill this Taunting Elf right about now, because obviously he would cost me the game even more so than the lack of lands. So anyway, again, the life, my Blood Cultist is a little bit stronger now, so that's decent. If Gameslayer attacks with anything, like those slams, I will be able to kill them with my rat. And there we go, a mountain, but I don't have enough land to cast any kind of spell anyway, so that's a no-go. I have to keep hoping I draw more lands, and that Gameslayer doesn't get any more acidic slimes, or doesn't get his Primadox. Because right now I do not have a way of getting rid of the Primadox. I did get a very nice Melfagar. He's a powerful creature, I have to say, he really is, but he costs a huge amount of 8 mana. No way I'm getting 8 mana, I mean 6 mana, it's 6, not 8. But no way I'm getting 6 or 8 mana either way anytime soon. Really, that's just not going to happen. Anyway, he now put a taunt on his Acidic Slime. Right now it's not an issue, but he'll keep getting +1/+1 tokens, not tokens, thingies on the slime, and soon enough he will be capable of just attacking me, and even when I block with my Death Touch Rats, he'll be able to do enough damage to kill me, and he'll lose a slime in the process, sure, but he will not really, you know, care about this, because he'll just win the game. So this is going to be a very big issue, and he keeps drawing good cards. He's got a nice pool of mana, meanwhile I've got no mana. Even if he didn't actually destroy my mana, I would still be kind of mana starved. But, you know, it does sometimes happen, unfortunately. Oh, come on, Awakener Druid, this guy is scary. He's unpleasantly strong, but at least I can kill him. and gain a little bit more in terms of levels, and also make sure that this forest, the creature, is not going to be an issue. And look at him attacking, that's interesting. So, oh, how did he get a 3/3 on this shaman? I did miss something, didn't I? Oh, because of the Yeva's force mage, I see. So I could attack the slam, and I would get rid of the token. I mean, not the token, but the +1/+1. It is called a token, isn't it? No, it's a counter, never mind. I do need to kill this guy, I think. Yeah, let's do this. I'm losing my Death Touch unit, unfortunately, but I might as well, really. At least I'll prolong against their suffering. I am going to lose quite a bit of life anyway, because this guy does have trample, but because of my, you know, guy who loves dead people and stuff, it will not be too bad, because at the very least, I am capable of regaining some life. So actually, you know what? If I hadn't spent my blood quarters, I could have used her in conjunction with the rat to kill the other acidic slam. I didn't do so, unfortunately. Anyway, still no lands. I got a full hand, but no lands, and I'm not drawing them at all. This is definitely not positive. Actually, do I want to tap her out right now and kill this 1/1 creature? Not necessarily, because right now she's a 3/3, she can block some stuff. Obviously, I'm not going to block the acidic slam with her. I guess I can now just attack with this slam whenever he wants, because he knows I cannot afford to sacrifice any of those two creatures. Right? I mean, they are keeping me alive. This guy is giving me life. This guy is really good at eliminating any creatures that Gameslayer might bring in, and he now has even more land. He doesn't have too many cards in his hand, true, but he doesn't really need them to win the game, because so far he's doing an exceptionally good job at it anyway. So yeah, obviously he's just attacking with the acidic slam, no reason for him to attack with anything else, because I could actually block it whilst I cannot block acidic slam. I mean, I can, but this would be a very stupid thing to do, so let's select him. Alright, he's not casting anything more, so let's just kill a creature. Let's kill the visionary. Any one life creature is good enough to kill. It will give me another token on this girl and restore one portion of my life, which is good. Still no lands, I'll have to discard a card at the end of this turn as well, which is annoying, as you might imagine. Very annoying indeed. So what do I want to discard? At this point, probably anything that is high cost. So as much as I love this guy, I think I'll have to discard him. Yeah, there's no way I'll get him. So might as well discard him. He costs too much mana, no way I would get this amount of mana anytime soon. So the good news is that my Blood Cutters does keep up with power and toughness with this acidic slam, so ooh, no, not the Gigantomassa, no! It costs 1 to make a target creature he controls a 7/7 until end of turn. This is ridiculous! And this guy also has, obviously, a taunt, which is really annoying. I could have killed this guy before his effect. No, I couldn't have, because I could have started my effect, you know, start the killing process, but then I guess I could activate and finish his Gigantomass's heresy in time to attack me. That's how Magic the Gathering works. Well, you know, it's last in, first out manner. And oh hey, a land! I can actually cast some stuff. Alright, I could cast Blight. It's not really useful because Gameslayer doesn't have any more cards in his hand, and it will never be useful again. She, however, sacrifices a creature, then she will deal 2 damage to target, and okay, no way I'm sacrificing her or him, so I think I'll just use her as a meat shield. The worst imaginable meat shield, but a meat shield nevertheless. 2 damage to target creature or player if... I'm trying to figure out if there's a way... Can I use her to sacrifice herself? Because then I could block the slam and kill it as well. I think that's a good idea, but it does cost... OMG, it does cost mana. I cannot do so just yet. Good to know, otherwise I would have made a big mistake. So I'll wait until next turn, and then I'll sacrifice this guy and attack this... then again, when the next turn comes, this slime will have a 6/6, and I'll be able to deal 5 damage total at the very best. Which is obviously not what I'm looking for. What is this card? It's whenever you cast a spell, if it's the second creature... Oh, okay, so it's just a returning creature and nothing more than that. Still a very frightening 4/3 with a trample, which is never good. Actually, no wait, that's haste. Okay, so this creature can attack already. And oh, I guess he's actually attacking with everything. He's got nothing in his hand, so why is he exactly doing that? I don't know, I guess he's just trying to make this whole process faster because nothing changes if he attacks with... Oh, okay, he's attacking with everything. But he doesn't have anything in his hand, so he's just trying to make me die quicker. Oh, wait a second, he can kill me outright. So that's a 5, 6, 7, 8, and then that's a 12 damage. So I need to block as much of this damage as possible. So I'll block 4, no problem. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's still enough to kill me, unfortunately. So let's do this like that. I do not have any mana, unfortunately, to use this ability, which is annoying. So I think I'll sacrifice this guy to survive for 1 additional 10. Actually, I could kill this thing, so that's 2. So that's 5 plus 2, so that's 7. That's too much. That's really bad. So that's 6. I'll survive till the next 10. Yeah, let's do something like this. I'll not block with the other creature. I'll give myself 1 life left. Maybe it will allow me to win the game, though I highly doubt this at this point in time. Alright, so I'm still alive. This creature is gonna become a 6/6, which is nice, don't get me wrong, but in fact it will become a 7/7. So I'll have to sacrifice it to kill a slime, unfortunately, and eat the trample as well, but there is nothing else I can do. I am still in the game, and even if Gameslayer attacks with all his creatures, he will not be able to kill me. And I can cast another creature. Good, alright. I can destroy a target creature or land, that's good. I might have to destroy the slime. Flying haste, and I can make Gameslayer discard cards, that's nice. Target player discards a card. Not really useful because Gameslayer has no cards in his hand. Destroy target creature or land. Alright, I will have to destroy a target creature or land, and in this case I'll just destroy the acidic slime. It is an instant. I could save it till the next turn to see what the Gameslayer gets. It's a better idea. Alright, it costs 4 mana, so I'll need to save all my mana. So let's leave it like so. Gameslayer might think that I'm just saving mana to be able to sacrifice in the next turn. So we'll see what he decides to do with what I have. He obviously knows, though, that I got 4 mana, and this could mean anything. And oh, good, he got a mana. So I'm actually still in this game. I might actually win this. I've got a very slim chance. I know, I only have 2 life, but 2 life is better than no life, right? So let's see, does he choose to attack? He shouldn't. If I were him, I wouldn't attack, because he knows that I can kill all his attacking creatures, sacrificing both of my creatures as well. But right now I've got a ton of cards in my hand, whilst he doesn't, and that's the big deal right now. Does he choose to still try and attack with his acidic slime? He does. Alright, let's kill it. Which makes me very happy. Finally, the slime is no longer a problem. He does have a ring, he will attach it to his other creature, to the Force Mage, obviously. But Force Mage is not nearly as strong and scary as the acidic slime. So I'm still in the game, somehow hanging by a thread. Which obviously makes me very happy. Am I actually recording? Yes, I am. That's very, very good. Alright, didn't get a mana, but I still have some cards. So whenever another creature dies, he can deal some damage, and he's got enough damage to kill this guy if I choose to do so. But I want to actually cast something that I'll be able to sacrifice and kill this guy with. Then again, sacrificing like so only gives me 2 damage. And also allows me to draw a card if a sacrificed creature is black. Huh. Does it? Yeah, target creature or player. So that's good, that's good. Let's think. Do I want to cast him and sacrifice him? Well, I do, but first of all, I believe it is more important to cast a flyer, because then I'll be able to bypass against his defenses and actually deal a nice amount of damage as a direct result. So, yeah, let's do that. I like the idea of attacking via flying creature. So let's go ahead and attack. Now, I cannot attack as much as I want with my Blood Cultist, because obviously I need her to defend, but I can safely attack with my Blazing Spectre, because there's nothing Gameslayer can do to stop him. So two bits of damage dealt to Gameslayer, nothing compared to the life I lost. I mean, I'm at 2 life, but you know, I'm walking my way through. And unless Gameslayer gets a really good draw, he's dead, because he used all the potential he got. He got a very rare starting hand, he got some decent draws afterwards, but he wasn't able to make this work, because my starting combination, the Blood Witch and the... what was his name? I need to memorize this guy, because he did me good. The Death Greeter. Those 2 guards saved me. Without this guy, I wouldn't be able to survive. I wouldn't have as much health, so he really did me good. He really did. Alright, what to use now? I think I'll summon another creature and keep summoning creatures. So in the next turn I'll summon the Hissing Iguana and then try to sacrifice the creature I just got. So choose the player, obviously him. So he'll have to discard a card. Obviously he's not going to discard anything because he doesn't have anything, you dummy. So let's attack with my flyer. No need to attack with anything else because this would be entirely pointless, wouldn't it? So let's deal some extra damage, not too much, but that's still something. I keep making Gesser discard cards, but obviously he keeps having no cards in his hand. So, you know, I do have some high hopes for this match. Maybe I can make a comeback, and he keeps drawing mana. Wow, he must be salty right now. He's probably complaining about his luck, but honestly, I think I was more lucky in this game, being, you know, mana starved for like 25 turns, so he shouldn't complain. And there is my Demigod of Revenge, he's very nice. Flying Haste, I think I should get him and not the Iguana. Yeah, let's get him on the field, let's start attacking ASAP. Also, what's that? Cascade? Ooh, that's really nice, that's really nice. I'm not going to use that just now, just yet, but I'll use it later when necessary. This Cascade will help me immensely. So Gameslayer is also kinda lucky. He didn't get his signature creature, right? He didn't get the Roaring Paradox. Unfortunate. But I cannot feel compassion for him anyway, because his start was so much better than my start. However, in Magic the Gathering, sometimes a bad start and good start do not determine the course of the overall game. Now, I do need to watch, keep an eye out on this card, because it is a 5/5 and ooh, stop a timer, what is this? I don't remember this card. Whenever you cast a creature spell, you may draw, ooh. Okay, so I was about to say that he's unlucky having this, but then again, it is also a creature, 4/5, so that's a dangerous creature I will have to deal with, or otherwise those two will be able to kill me very, very quickly. So I do need to cast either a Blinding, between Restless Blast or the Terminate. Probably both, to be honest, whenever possible. So another Iguana, that's very nice, but not exactly what I need right now. I need to kill one of those cards. So that's 4 damage to target creature. This will not kill any of those creatures, they all have 5 toughness. So let's terminate one of those cards. And I'd rather terminate the Force Mage because he's got more counters on him. So let's do that, let's terminate the Force Mage, because he terrifies me, to say the least. And then also let's get my Hissing Iguana. So that then, in the next turn, I can kill Gesser in a variety of ways. I can use Blinding, I can sacrifice a creature to deal 2 damage to him, and then free via the use of Iguana. It should all be good. I'm not going to attack with everything I've got. Let's better play it safely, right? I think I've got this one in the bag by now, but let's not risk it. I'm still on 2 life, I'm extraordinarily vulnerable, I need to have good blockers at all times, otherwise I could possibly die. Still, in the next turn, there's no way Gameslayer doesn't lose, because do have Blinding, I've got Iguana, so I can sacrifice a creature and actually do 3 damage to Gameslayer, even if I needed to. But he got another land. He is so salty right now, I can tell. Oh, it's just so enjoyable. Imagining his rage. Oh, I know how Anthony Hopkins felt in The Silence of the Lambs when he said his liver part. It was probably so enjoyable. But I'm not going to prolong this. Let's just kill Gameslayer with Blinding, because hey, why not? And I could also... Nah, let's just kill him right now. I could also sacrifice to prove that I can do so, but let's just kill him outright and start bragging about my victory. And I'll see you people in match number 2. I'm winning so far, and I'm very happy. Alright, game number 2 in progress. This time I'm playing with Peacekeepers. I decided to play with the deck I like the least. Actually, I like Goblins the least, but whatever. This hand has too many lands into my liking. It doesn't have any amazing creature cards. It does have Pacifism though. Am I willing to risk it? It's a nice 4-cost card with Lifelink and stuff. Should I draw a new hand? It's so risky though, but I have too many lands. I could get... Oh, too late. I was thinking for too long. Whatever, let's hope that I get more creatures and I do not draw any more lands. 4 is perfectly fine for Peacekeeper's deck. It usually doesn't have cards that cost more than 4 mana. Alright, so against that, it looks like he's going for Obedient Dead, because that's the only black deck he's got, so that's definitely what he is going after right now. So we're going to have a black versus white fight, kinda classic, except he's got the advantage. Peacekeepers are really vulnerable to decks that can kill units, because they need their units to actually be strong. and there's no way for me to, protect my units from being destroyed via a huge array of instances that gameslayer has at his disposal. Right now, for example, I played a really tough and nice creature, Vigilance, First Strike, 2-1, for only 3 mana. It's really good actually. But he can kill it instantly without any problems because he's the black deck. So I think I'm going to lose this one. But then again, I knew this is the case because I did say GLHF to gameslayer before we started this game, and every time I do this, literally every time I say GLHF to gameslayer, he wins. So I learned not to do so. Anyway, he's still not casting anything. And I refuse to believe that he doesn't have good cards. In fact, I think that he's saving his instants to see what kind of big cards I bring into play, and he's saving them for my Sun Titan and whatnot. Or either that, or he's got very powerful heavy hitters that cost a lot of mana, and he simply doesn't have this amount of mana yet. He will probably have it soon though, and it's making me worried. So he's got 4 mana, he can definitely play some more beefy cards. I do have my pacifism, so if he plays a strong creature I can deal with that. Oh, I'm not sure if I want to waste pacifism on this creature though. It is a very strong creature, potentially, game ending. Then again, it's only a 1-1 when it's not buffed. But look at what I have. Flank, prevent all danger to be dealt to Dawn Elemental. Very nice! Black has a billion ways to deal with this creature, unfortunately. Gameslayer can just own it, no real problems. So instead, I could try to cast this guy. He's very powerful. And I think that Gameslayer is going to waste his Destroy card, whatever he's got on this guy, which will allow me to have this guy maintain in my hand, which is the ideal plan. Now you may be thinking, why did you do that? Because obviously this card is not as strong as this card, but this card has a lot of life. So here's me hoping that Gameslayer actually has to use destroy target creature instead of deal X damage to target creature, because then this creature will be protected from damage sources. It is not protected from destroy, but it is protected from any damage that would be dealt to it. So here's my line of thinking. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. And yeah, Tendrils of Corruption. So he's obviously going to kill my creature. He actually had something that deals X damage, and he obviously used it. But it's nice that I forced him to use one of his more powerful card removals. Crippling Blight, ooh, that's not a nice card either, so there goes my powerful card. And see, this is what I was talking about. Peacekeepers is really a deck that needs those units, and needs a few good cards as well. But there's no way I can get them, because I'm playing with the black deck, which is exceptionally good at removing my cards. I can try to save them up in many ways, but there's only so many things I can do to actually make that happen. Anyway, let's attack with everything I've got, and then see what happens. Now, the cool thing is, even if Gameslayer buffs his Liana Shade to infinity, I can still block it, whatever, with my Dawn Elemental, because he doesn't take any damage. So even if she's like 25, she can do nothing. So Gameslayer, he's actually getting a card, but he can pick the card, which is really scary. Diabolic Tutor will allow him to get whatever he wants, and this was most likely a card removal of some description, or a very powerful creature. Then again, actually, now with those additional cards added to the game, there are some very powerful creatures that Gameslayer could give himself. I think it is a Nightmare. I think it did make a return. It is a scary card. And a few other cards made a return, I don't remember. So he could either play a very powerful creature or another card removal. If I were him, I would go for card removal, but hopefully he went for a creature. Why do I want him to go for creature? Because I've got the pacifism, which is very nice. Anyway, let's cast my Paladin. 3-1 Battle Cry, very nice. This Battle Cry obviously gives all my units some buffs when they are trying to kill other people. So let's attack with everything I've got, with the exception of my Dawn Elemental. Reason why I don't want to attack with him is obviously because I don't want Liliana's Shade to be able to annihilate me. And Gameslayer is actually... oh, wait a second, yeah, he's going to buff her. I didn't think he would do that, honestly. That was a mistake on my part. It might cost me the game, it might not. Let's hope that if I lose the game or win the game, let's hope that this is not what will be determining point. Then again, knowing this game, it could be. It very much could be. Then again, I did gain a flyer. So, but this fight doesn't have lifelink, and it hits not as hard as the previous card, so I'm not satisfied with myself over there. That was a stupid mistake that I could have avoided easily. Anyway, Rise from the Grave, ooh, that's scary. He's actually going to rise one of my... The Monk! Now, this is scary. White-black Monk, who's getting more powerful whenever, with the amount of creatures that Gameslayer can get. I think I'll have to ban my pacifism on this, because this is quite frankly just too scary. Right now I'm not going to do so just yet, because I'm still worried about the other cards that Gameslayer might play. And right now I can block with my Dawn Elemental, which can take an infinite amount of damage and still be fine, if you remember. Then again, he can also now use his Liana's Shade as well. Ooh, I'm not in a good spot, I'm not at all. And what does he do? Oh, he just deals some damage and heals the Master, I see. And another bat, okay, so Gensei is almost back to his full health and I'm almost back to my normal health. He doesn't have a lot of cards left in his hand, but neither do I, and he definitely has a better setup so far going for him. Now, does he only attack with a 6/6? If he does, then that's not really a problem. In fact, I could kill this creature. No reason to do that, though. Absolutely no reason whatsoever. So let's go ahead and block with my Dawn Elemental. Nothing whatsoever is going to happen, because, you know, my Dawn Elemental is immune to damage. A nifty ability, if you ask me, and another land. I know how Gameslayer felt in our previous game. Okay, do I want to ban my pacifism? Not yet. I'm willing to take some damage from the Liana's Shade. I can block it with like one spirit. Then again, Gameslayer does have a lot of other flyers, and I need to keep my spirits for those flyers. Let's use my pacifism. I feel like I need to do this now. I've been saving it all nice and dandy, and but if I didn't use it right now, I could be in a lot of trouble, in my honest opinion. Also, I think I lost this game, unfortunately. Gameslayer, I have no more lands in my hand. The Gameslayer still has cards in his hand. He can cast whatever he has. Warpath Ghoul, I actually removed them from my deck. They're nice, but not nice enough, in my honest opinion. There are other cards that are way better. So Gameslayer attacking with his flyers. Obviously, he wants to eliminate my spirits, because he knows that's the deal. Then he should attack with his Liana's Shade as well, to force me to block the Shade with... Oh, Public Execution. Don't tell me he can... Oh, I hate Gameslayer. But anyway, I actually don't hate him all that much. This game was lost from the moment when he actually, you know, picked Obedient Dead and I picked what I have. So right now my creatures deal -1 damage. Obviously they cannot heal the enemy, but still they will deal no damage to Gameslayer whatsoever. So that's a problem. Now I've got nothing that can really efficiently and effectively block Liana's Shade, and this is not good. Now I've got the dude, the 2/1 creature with no skills and whatnot. For 1 mana it's nice, opening card. We are, however, quite fine to the game when both of us have no cards in our hands. I was hoping for something better. And right now, I'm fairly certain I am going to lose this game. But then again, as I said, I was certain of this from the beginning. Also, I need to take a sip, so excuse me for a second, I really need it. Just water this time around, because I didn't have time to go downstairs. Oh, yeah, sure, Gameslayer, sure, wow. So, yeah, that's nice. I just... have nothing to say about that, because this Obliterator is incredibly powerful, not to say overpowered card, but it is kind of overpowered. 4 mana for a trample and this amazing ability and a 5/5. How does that cost 4 mana and isn't a legendary? I don't understand it. I want to understand it, but I don't. Anyway, can I kill the Liana's Shade? 3, that's 5, that's 6. I actually can kill her and get rid of all my creatures pretty much. Why not? Might as well, right? I mean, there's nothing else I can do. I'll just clear the path for Gameslayer and get rid of Liana's Shade. I'm gonna be honest, I have no hopes to win this match whatsoever. But at least Gameslayer lost some more of his creatures. Yay, I've got a land, I'm so happy. Yeah, that goes to show that luck is a... You know what I was trying to say over there, but it obviously didn't. Because that's not the kind of word that I normally use in videos or my daily life either. So there we go, Gameslayer, please tell me that he's going to be able to kill me. Actually, he's not going to be able to kill me. He will be close, but not close enough, annoying enough, so that's 1 more 10. I could surrender, but I don't want to, because it's just cheap. And oh! Now you give me a decent card. Let's say target creature with power 4 or greater. Now you give me this card that I sacrificed everything effing else. Actually, I wouldn't survive long enough, probably. I would if I actually used my cards in a better way. Yeah, I would have survived. I would still have some cards left, and I could survive to the next turn. In the next turn, I would be able to use this guy to kill the Obliterator, and because it's not a damage-dealing ability I've got over here, then this Obliterator wouldn't do anything, he would just die. So I could have survived if I didn't surrender. But I felt like I'm going to lose anyway, and it costed me the game. Maybe, just maybe, the damage would be too much for me to handle. Maybe. I'll have to do the math after I finish recording and watch this videocast. But I still believe I made a big mistake by, you know, feeling that I've got no way to survive. When instead, in fact, there was this amazing card that could have saved the game for me. But I just lost faith in myself. So anyway, let's proceed with game number 3. 1-1. Good job, gameslayer. Game number 3 in progress. I'm playing with my Monsters deck and obviously didn't get a single island. Draw on your hand. This time I got an island and a bunch of land. I've got too many lands, in fact. I'm too afraid to mulligan again though, so let's hope I get some more cards. Creature cards, instants, anything of the sort really. I do have my Razorfiend Hunter, who's like really decent 2-cost card. And oh, Guess is playing with Pact Instinct. This could go either way, but honestly I expect him to win because I'm playing with the weaker deck. Should I review what I've got already? Why not? I do need some more water anyway, so let's grab myself an island. There we go. Water. I called it water. It's blue, not water. And obviously Gensler knows what he's up against. Honestly, this could maybe kinda go either way, because I have some potential for removing any cards that Gensler has, but he's got potential to get a billion powerful creatures, and a lot of them actually have protection from my spells. Just too powerful for me to handle. And he already has 2 mana and a very powerful Emerald Medallion. I don't think it is going to end well, I'm gonna be completely honest with you right now. But you know, last game I think I may have lost because I lost my faith. Maybe I'll lose anyway, it is still a very much so a possibility, I could have lost too much life, but still, it was a worthwhile lesson. Never ever surrender, never give up, never lose your faith. So, oh, of course, just as I was saying that Gensler has a lot of potential to block my damage, here is a hexproof creature for Gensler to enjoy that I cannot target in any way, shape or form. Anyway, I did get myself a counter, which is decent, it forces Gensler to pay some stuff. I have a sorcery, so I can get control over my own creature, because this other creature is, you know, it does have hexproof. So that's something. I can deal 1 damage to attack a creature or player. Yeah, that's nice. So let's not do anything. In the next turn I'll either counter if there's something worthwhile to counter, or if there's not, I'll just deal this 1 damage, which is the optimal course of action, obviously. Obviously, I also have the Act of Treason, which is nice, but it isn't mind control, so it's not really all that great. Alright, what is this? Vigilance, Trample, Undying. I don't even remember what Undying meant, to be honest. Undying dies, well, it doesn't have... Okay, so if it dies, it comes back. It is a 5/4 with Vigilance and Trample. So let's counter it. Because, you know, I don't really want this creature to be a problem. And counter does go through its ability and doesn't allow it to be activated. That's the power of the counter. And I was more than happy to actually use a scout on this creature. Otherwise it would have been a big nuisance and possibly a game ender for me already, which would have been bad, obviously. Alright, let's use my Razorfiend Hunter to deal 1 damage to players. I almost dealt damage to myself because, you know, it happens. And 1 damage to the Gameslayer. Thank you very much. So there we go, another land, that's good. I do have a Lightning Elemental, very nice damage dealing guy, and I would be able to out-damage against it, which is important, and that's the only thing I can play aside from Act of Treason, obviously. So let's cast him, and let's attack straight away with this guy, because I can. I'm not going to attack with my Goblin, it is always better to save your instantly activatable abilities till the end of the enemy's turn, so that you have more flexibility. You can kill an enemy creature if you feel like you need to do so. Always very important to keep that in mind. Anyway, Gensler now has 5 mana, 6 if you count the medallion. What's that? Elder something? Hexproof. Another hexproof creature! Come on, Gensler! So he's got... Oh, power... Wait a second. So his power and toughness are both equal to the amount of forests he controls. He's hexproof. He costs 3 mana. How is that not overpowered? I just do not understand. Yeah, I literally do not understand this. It is insane. But I do have an act of treason. But this guy is hexproof again. So, no matter what I do, I cannot use him against gameslayer even. Which is just infuriating, and I'll soon enough be just dead. Unless I get something really nice really quick. Now I cannot even use my Lanky Elemental to attack gameslayer, because, you know, then I'll just die. So there we go, that's something better. This guy isn't the best, he does cost 4 mana for just being free and having partial immunity to spells. But he is able to take some damage, he's able to deal some damage, I can kill whatever gameslayer throws at me next turn. Sacrificing my creatures, of course, but it's better than just straight up dying, isn't it? So this buys me a little bit more time. Buying time actually isn't what I want, because with PANCZASU we'll get a billion creatures with hexproof and some very powerful abilities like this one. Holy Toledo, how lucky is he to get a Timber more Lava. A 4 mana cost creature which is incredibly powerful. Now, do I actually want to block? With everything I've got, I kill the Elder. Has 6/6 creature, I could attack with those 2 creatures. It is a risk. I might do this. Then again, I'll have a problem with the lava, but I'm actually going to do this. I'm going to kill this creature. I do have some other creatures to play. I'm hoping for another land this turn, but this guy is just too scary, and he is hexproof. The lava isn't. I can deal with the lava, maybe. And I forgot to actually do 1 damage against that. I didn't forget, I was too slow to use my thingy. Alright, so if I cannot even use my Act of Treason on the tip of some lava, because I do not control any forests. So that's really annoying. I'll have to sacrifice my Razorfin Hunter to actually defend from the lava in the next turn. Really kind of infuriating. I did get another mana, but that's not enough to cast anything I have, which is most annoying, as you might imagine. Hopefully Gesser will be paranoid and will not want to attack, knowing that I have got some strength, but then again he knows that he's got hexproof, and the Timbersaw Lava can take quite a bit of a beating, so yeah, I'm definitely not in a good spot. If I don't get cute cards, I'm dead. I didn't get the best draws this time around, and again say he got exactly what he needed. A lot of hexproof, a lot of very powerful cards. There wasn't much I could have done in this scenario. So yeah, let's wait for him to cast. Oh, that's Stomper. At least he's not going to be able to use his ability, but he's still a 4/4. And he stomps against his own card. This is kinda funny. It doesn't save him, but it's funny. Oh, hey! I've got a 2/2, I mean +2/1, +2/0 in fact, and the first strike, yay. That's nice. So I can get in control over this guy, give him 2 additional damage, so that's 6 damage, and now to be able to do 6 damage against that. Can I survive for 1 more turn if I don't do that? So that's 4, that's 7, then that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, probably 8, that's 2, that's... no matter what I do, I'm dead in the next turn, unfortunately. Yeah, no matter what I do, because even if I control the lava, it will untap in the next turn. There's nothing. I might as well just show the only cards I can play right now, use them, and pretend to have fun. I mean, I do have fun, but obviously there was just nothing I could have done whatsoever at this point in time, so that's very sad. So let's give this creature additional 2 damage in the first strike. And there is me done, because I'm dead in the next turn, no matter what I do. Didn't get the best draws. Maybe if I mulliganed, it would have been better. Honestly though, I don't really believe that this could have been the case. So anyway, there is 6 damage there to begin there. He only has 8 life left, but he can now kill me very easily with his Timbersaw Lava. So that's a cheap win for Gameslayer. He is now up 2 wins, 1 defeat in this best of 7. But he did ban one of his better decks on one of my weakest, in fact on my weakest deck. And that's the case in the previous matchup as well. He banned his Obedient Dead to kill Peacekeepers, who I'm not at all comfortable with. So I'm not necessarily out of this yet. In the next game, I already know I'll play as Bone of Flame. Guess I might expect that I will go for a powerful deck, but I need to. And now he doesn't have all that many powerful decks in his hand any longer. He does have Celestial Light, obviously, a very scary thingy, and crosswinds and whatnot, but it's not too bad. So I'll be right back with the next match. Alright, we're rolling with game number 4. I played with my Bone of Flame. Really nice selection of cards. No mana. I need to reroll this. Nice amount of mana. No good cards. There's Chain Reaction, that's nice, and 2 Flame Slashes. I can't really base my game on that, can I? I'm too afraid to draw a new hand. But praying that I get units is not really a good idea. Guess I can just overwhelm me with a small amount of smaller creatures. Oh, come on, that was... I need more time. I need to see the timer when I decide to mulligan or not. I really need to see a timer, because then I lose my chances. And I actually wanted to mulligan this time around. I really did, because this... having no creatures at all is really bad. Oh, then again, I guess I was playing with Celestial Light. So in theory, my deck does counter his almost perfectly. But almost makes a big difference, because I need a creature, at least one creature, preferably 50 creatures, but one creature would be good enough. Anyway, do I want to use Flame Slash on this girl? I think I do, because she is scary. She'll keep giving against her life. I don't want this to be the case, so bye-bye. It was nice having you. So there we go, let's start with killing creatures process. And unfortunately, that's one of my three useful cards gone, and I only keep getting mana this far, so that's really not the best. I could kill this one as well, but I actually want to save my 4 damage thingy. So, okay, I got... this is a sorcery, isn't it? Yeah, it is a sorcery. Am I recording, by the way? Yes, I am. So that's nice. It deals damage to player and every creature against I could control. But I need a creature. I really do need a creature. So let's not cast anything just yet. I'll have 5 mana soon-ish. Gameslayer, however, will be able to deal 1 damage with no problem whatsoever to me, and he'll start gaining life or I'll start losing life. I could stop him from doing that, but I need to save my instants because I only have 1 instant left, and I need to use it whenever Gameslayer actually pops something scary. So I've got another instant. That's a really good one. A really good one. I've got a very nice array of instants. Then there's this. An interesting card. Not the best against Celestial Light, but it's still interesting to say the least. I could use it in fact just for lols, but nah, not a thing to do right now. So I'm just basically by play around having instants and only instants. I wonder how far will that get me. Right now I'm not expecting it to work too well. Oh, that's a sorcery? I didn't notice that. That's bad. I was thinking that it's an instant. It's not even an instant. Anyway, stop timer. That's Flying Lifelink 2/4. Kinda scary. I might actually use that. Yeah, I think I will use it to kill the Lifelink Flyer because he's just a little bit too scary to my liking, and I would rather get it off the battlefield. So let's do that. 4 damage to you, you're gone, and then this will be some damage dealt against him as well. So this guy cannot evolve into an overpowered version. Even more land. That's very nice because I can cast pretty much anything I want, but I keep getting no creatures. I need them creatures, I really do. Now, do I want to cast the sorcery? No, I would rather take this additional 1 damage and let Gameslayer heal for yet another portion of damage. But, you know, just wasting my sorceries at this point in the game would be a big problem and a big mistake. I need to save them up because I have no, you know, crowd control. I mean, I do have a lot of crowd control of ideas of those spells, but I have no units to, you know, reinforce my crowd control. And crowd control is only strong as the units that it supports. If that makes any sense. Okay, so this guy... Ooh, he just gave Gameslayer a lot of life. Not this much, actually. But whenever any other creature with flying enters the battlefield, it will also give Gameslayer life. That's not good, I'll need to kill that. And oh, hey, look! I've got an equipment! Good job! I can equip it on what exactly? So yeah, let's deal 4 damage to this guy. I need to be careful. This guy needs... Okay, when Gameslayer has 30 life, then this guy will become very tough to kill. But until then, I don't have to worry about him too much. So I've got my fingers that give me hexproof, sup, and haste. Yay. Totally helpful to my army of powerful devilish fiends. This is actually hilarious. If I lose with this deck, then I'll be bad, because Bone of Flame is one of the best decks to fight Celestial Light with. And yet, the kind of draw I got is humorous. I got a lot of, you know, damage dealing cards, which is good, but I could use a unit, just at least 1 unit that is good, maybe a bunch of units that are not as good, but at least can deal some damage, and maybe protect me from this guy who actually is going to kill me at some point, and give Gameslayer too much life for me to deal with. So yeah, oh wait, is it a big creature? Yes! Finally, it took him a while, so anyway... When he dies, he also deals 3 damage to each creature and each player, so that's interesting. I need to watch. I need to watch my life, but I can also return him from graveyard to my hand, which is nice, obviously. So let's do that. Do I want to give him hexproof and haste? Hey, why not? Do I want to attack in the stand as well? Why not? I'll be able to deal enough damage to kill gameslayer before he kills me. And if things go dire, I can always kill this unit via the use of my chain reaction or anything else, really. And by now it is not going to actually be able to, you know, heal gameslayer enough to become this this incredibly powerful 6/6 flyer. Which will be really scary. So now, guys, he is a little bit mana starved, 5 mana, he should have more, but at the same time, I'm creature starved, so he shouldn't really complain. That said, right now he probably can, because my creature is just so much better than his creature. I mean, I don't think he will be able to kill me before I kill him, especially if I use any of my other cards. Another mana, well, that's nice, I can now use my sorcery. And not like I really want to do that though, it's not the case unfortunately, so... No, I skipped attack! Didn't mean to do that, I just clicked one time too many. Oh well, at least gameslayer cannot attack me in this turn, and if he does then this would be a very big mistake by him. But oh, he got a hammer, so that's plus 3 damage, and lifelink and trample, but if he still chooses to attack then I do not care, because my Phoenix, I can resurrect, I can summon him back from the graveyard, and he also deals a ton of damage to everybody. So I'm not too concerned right now. I do need to do something about this hammer though. I don't think, however, I have anything that destroys artifacts. Creatures? Sure. Players? No problem. Artifacts, however, I don't really have anything to deal with that, I'm afraid. Now, yet again, this time I'm not attacking on purpose, because... Wait, stop it right now, what is this? Beacon of Immortality, double players, life total, shuffle Beacon of... This guy will become a 6/6, this will be really tough to deal with. Unfortunately. Yeah, that's annoying, he got this amazing powerful card, and it is back in his library again, so he potentially can get it again. But now, I can block with my Phoenix. I'll lose my Phoenix, will I kill this guy 3 damage, and then he deals 3 damage to each creature and each player. So yeah, I do want to block. By all means, yes, he will die and I'll just summon my Phoenix back. I still will have my equipment, so it's not too bad. Yes, gameslayer will be healed by a bit, but that's not a problem because I cleared... stop! I managed to do that in time. I can do that. Thank you very much, I've got my mana again, and my Phoenix. So let's just cast him again. No problem, I do have a nice instant as well, so that's useful. So then let's cast my thingy. gameslayer made a really big mistake right there. I think he didn't realize what this Phoenix can do. Or he has another ace up his sleeve, but I really doubt that he does. He sometimes can make mistakes, right? He is a human after all, and I like it when he does make mistakes. So I like to think that what he did was indeed a mistake. Still, now he's got 46 life, a lot of life, if you ask me. A scary amount, and it will be really tough to kill him at this point in time. I hope he doesn't get his Beacon of Immortality again, or other crazy powerful creatures, because his deck is filled with this kind of creatures. I can kill them quickly, fortunately, so even if he gets his creature that lets him win the game, where he's got a lot of life, I can kill it. But he can just have a lot of life, and oh... Each player... This card is the card I hate the most, because it's just so powerful, it's unimaginable. It does cost a lot, sure, but still... Can I do anything to kill it in one go? Don't think so, because he'll have 40 F6 life. How do I deal with that, ever? Okay, I've got a... let's think. Inferno Titan, so... That's nice. He'll be able to deal some damage. Okay, okay. And that's every time he attacks. Oh, enters the battlefield, so those will be 3 damage, alright? 3 damage, another 3, so that's 6. This will be 2, potentially 3. Let's say 2, so that's 8 damage. That's 12 damage. That's 16, wait, no, that's 15 damage, and then additional 3, so that's 18 damage. He's got 46 life. It's just not even funny, it's not even funny. I can block him with my Phoenix. He doesn't have trample. He can just equip the hammer though and he will have trample. It's GG. I hate you, Gameslayer. I hate you so much. Yeah, there is nothing whatsoever I can do. Nothing whatsoever. I'll just cast my talent for... I don't know, for laughs, I guess. Deal some damage to Gameslayer because, hey, why not? What just happened? Okay, that was a bit of lag, I guess, and more damage to Gameslayer. Yay! Actually, if I damage Gameslayer, then this guy will lose power. It's so that's something. But still, there's no way I can reduce his power enough to actually survive his attack with the Warhammer and stuff. Yeah, there's nothing really. Nope, nothing. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, I still have my instant and I can cast it whenever I want. Maybe I don't know what could save me now though. There's literally nothing. Then he gets it. All he needs to attach his Warhammer to this guy, and then he kills me with a trample and 33 F in toughness and life. And now he casts a creature that will probably give him another 20 life, I guess. He does have creatures like this. He's got even better ones, so yeah. How does this cost only 7 life actually? I mean, I know it can be killed relatively easily, but not easily enough. Alright, that's... oh, can attack or block, and also he gains life at the beginning of his life link, so that's cute. Alright, fine. That said, Gameslayer was really effing lucky. There's no doubt about that. Alright, why can I not block with this guy? Is this guy unblockable or something? I don't know. Let's cast this on Gameslayer anyway. And... oh, that's because it's not the block 10 just yet. Alright, so now I block. It doesn't matter because I die anyway. This guy has 33 toughness. Way more than enough to kill me. And the Phoenix minus 28 life. The lucky bastard, I cannot believe it. Anyway, 3-1 for Gameslayer. I think he's going to kill me now. See you in the next match. Alright, I believe this is game number 5. I'm playing as the Obedient Dead. Let's hope I don't die, because I would hate if this was just a 4-1 win for the Gameslayer, because this would be annoying. Anyway, 3 lands, decent-ish, but it costs 4. Otherworld Dreams, that's nice, and Mars Toll. And he's getting equal to the number of the swords I control. I choose one of them. That's okay. Not a bad standing hand. I do like Massacre Worm. Although he did cost me a game before because I picked him when I shouldn't have, but you know, it's not too bad. Obviously not using Mars Toll just yet because I don't want him to reveal, you know, 1 card and that would be it, because you know, that would be kinda silly. I would rather wait. I think the optimal time to use this card is around 3 or 4 swamps, honestly. Anyway, he's playing, oh, he's playing as the Crosswinds. I'm doing not the... Obedient Dead are decent, but not too good against Crosswinds, because I do not have too many flyers, and Crosswinds, they can just spam those tokens, and... You know, I do have a lot of cards that kill other cards, but tokens, they are difficult and different, because you can have a lot of them, and then that's a problem. So, that said, Gameslayer does need a bunch of mana to be able to do pretty much anything. He needs 4 to start using his good cards, he really does. So until he's got 4 mana, I can do whatever I want, including using the Mars Toll. So I'd be more than happy to use it in the next turn or the turn after that, when he still has only 3 mana. And good, I got another mana as well, so that's good. Let's cast my Underworld Dreams in this turn. In the next turn I'll cast the Mars Toll, so then I'll be able to browse through Gameslayer's cards and discard one of them, which will be very useful because he definitely has something good in his deck now that he has used the Sleight of Hand twice. Still, keep in mind he cannot actually do anything useful this turn. He can cast, of course, Kraken or the Fog Bank or other cards like this, but nothing really game-breaking. He needs this 4 mana, otherwise he is pretty much worthless. That's how Crosswinds works. It needs some time to prepare for strike. Which is good, because I need it as well with the card of cards I got. Some pretty heavy hitters. This is a very old one for the first Magic the Gathering Duels, so the Planewalkers game. I really love it. But let's cast my Mars Toll. Obviously cast it on Gameslayer, and let's make sure that he doesn't have one of his... Oh no, cancel! How could I forget about that? That's annoying. Alright, I did make him waste his cancel, but still, that wasn't good, and I cannot cast anything else in this turn. I was so excited having this Mara Stow, I forgot that Gameslayer can counter me. And he does have a lot of those counters in his deck, I'm afraid. So this could have costed me the game, potentially. Oh! He's Mana Stout! Okay, I've got a little bit more time, good. I'm not using my Meta on a Fogbank though, this would be insane. Another land, that's good. I may have a win over here, though I might also be getting too excited. You'll never know, you never know. Anyway, I think I want to cast this guy. A flyer is always good. He will not be able to go full Fogbank, but he will be able to heal me up a little, which is always nice, always nice. And also do some more damage against her, so that he's an easy target whenever I actually get a chance to attack him. Massacre Worm obviously is doing a very good job at that, because when he enters a battlefield, then, you know... Oh yeah, that's his legendary, but my Massacre Worm can actually kill him instantly, so that's good. And I also have a Meta, which I can use. How much does Massacre Worm cost? Too much because I didn't draw a mana. Alright, that's good to know. So let's use a Meta. I don't want to cast Liana's Shade and then not be able to cast Meta, because then guess will start summoning those Drake creatures, which is not good. So let's destroy this guy. Guess he doesn't have any mana to actually cast a Council, even if he has any, because he might not. So that's good. We're back to square one. Now, obviously, it's time for the game of stalling. The longer I wait, the better it is for me, because I am playing with the deck that really will benefit from stalling. And I guess I will start summoning a lot of Drakes, but this Massacre Worm is pretty good at killing Drakes, until guess I get his artifacts that gives his Drakes +1/+1, but he doesn't have it yet. Alright, let's play my Liana's Shade, get an additional Swamp, which I really do need right now, because I was getting a little bit mana starved, not too much, but a little bit, you know how it goes. Now, I'll take some damage this turn, but I can take it. It's 4 damage at most. If I choose to block, I may choose not to block. I'm still thinking about this one. I think I won't block, because this Massacre Worm will massacre the enemy to... Toughness? No, power creature. Wait, which is power, which is toughness? I don't... this is toughness, this is power. Alright. So this will massacre the 2 power creatures, and oh, he's actually using the spares. He did it. Oh, but it's good to know he's got one. That was a cute little mistake right there, guys. There, really cute. So I know that if I cast something, he will be able to cast the spells and dehydration. That's interesting. Oh, he didn't cast it either. Interesting. Dehydration will basically mean that one of my cards will be worthless as an attacker. If I remember correctly, it will lower his power by a ton. All right. Do I want to block? No, not at all. I can take 4 damage. I've got 22 health after all. That's really a big issue. So, Gameslayer has enough mana to cast Council, if he has any. But he does have Dehydration, and he does have the card that makes me remove my card from from the battlefield to my hand. That's another problem. But he may still have a Council. I never know. So I need to be careful. Which one of those creatures do I want to let against a Council if he does have a Council? Nightmare is really strong, so I think I'll... But... So I guess I will waste his Council if he's got any. Dread. It's a little bit too good to risk you know, a Council to be used. Then again, he will be shuffled back from the graveyard into library. And Massacre Worm is obviously amazing, but this is the kind of guy I want to cast only when I'm sure that, you know, I'm good. So, is it Dread that I'm going to cast? Or Nightmare? Dread, because even if he's put into the graveyard, he'll be back in my library later on. Yeah, there we go, he's got a Council. Although, I just realized that Gameslayer might not waste his Council because he knows that this card will come back anyway. Oh, he was just reading. Huh, that's not good because I don't actually know what the case is, if he actually can Council or not. That's bad because I was coming out to be able to scout this out. Oh, I'll cast... Alright, he used Despairs this time around. Good, I'll cast this guy again in the next turn then. Force Gameslayer to use a Council or Dehydration, if he has any of those 2 cards. He may have a Time Warp, but at this point in time this would become white. Oh, he actually used it. That's worrisome. Does he have a combo that could kill me in 110? I don't know. I doubt it. I think he might be stalling for a little bit more time. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to block at all. I've got enough time, I mean, alive to take this damage to my face and not worry too much. Why did he use a Time Warp? I think he might have another Time Warp for a brutal Time Warp combo, and this might be what is going on. So, another Time Warp? No, he's got... Oh, a Sphinx Bone Wand. This is a really scary, really evil card that he just got. So, I need to do something about that. In fact, I think I might kill one of those Drakes, because I'll start taking a lot of damage very soon. So, let's block this Drake after all. I was really hoping not to do that, but you know what? I feel like I need to right now. I was hoping to keep this guy as a damage source, but this wand changes everything. And Gesa is very lucky because he keeps getting this card, and it's a chance of 1 in 60 to get this card because he only has 1 in his deck. So anyway, let's cast the Dread again. See if Gameslayer will have. Actually, he does. I'm so stupid. I should have casted my Massacre Wand because he cannot counter it, even if he did have the counter. That's annoying. Do I want to attack? No, why would I? Nothing will happen. The Gameslayer still has his Fog Bank. Now, I keep dealing some damage to him via the use of my Underworld thingy, and he casts Dehydration on my Dread. Not a problem, my Nightmare will heal harder anyway. And okay, so Dehydration, it will make it tap continuously, but its effects will still work. So I'll destroy any drakes that deal damage to me, so that's nice. And whenever that happens, nothing else happens. I'll just keep destroying those drakes. So that's decent, I guess, but the bone thingy is annoying. And oh, nice, I could kill those fog banks. I don't really feel like this is necessary at this point in time. So, guess he has no cards in his hand. He doesn't have a cancel. Let's cast the Massacre Worm. Yes, I know I'm like a kid, but whatever. I just want to use this guy's ad. This guy, ever since I saw him for the first time, he's such a cutie. I mean, look at him. He's like something I would see in a D&D thingy. He really is, isn't he? Anyway, let's continue with my turn. Attack with my Liliana's Shade. Let's buff it as well. Can I actually buff it? Strange. Why did Dehydration not work? I don't know. I don't care. Did he just use it, this Dehydration right now? I don't really know. Also, I forgot to buff my Liliana's Shade. Oh, almost forgot. Anyway, I just won. I guess he will complain, probably will claim that this is a bug, which it might be, but then again, he would have lost regardless. I still had my Nightmare, I still had my Blight. I think he was dead anyway. So, there we go, 3-2. That's more acceptable, I'll see you guys again with the next game. Thank you very much. Okay, match number 6. This is either the last one or the one before the last one. I chose to go with the Goblins last time, that didn't fail me. And it looks like a decent starting hand, so I'll keep it. Now, I guess I could either be playing with the Goblins or with Jace's deck, the Dream Puppets. I'm hoping he plays with the Jace's deck because Goblins counter this deck quite nicely. So, let's start with my Raging Goblin and deal 1 damage to Gameslayer already because I can and I will, as it turns out. So there we go, attack, 1 damage already dealt, and we're off to a good start. Hopefully he went for Jace's deck, but he may have sensed that I'll go for the Goblins. I think this will be Goblin Mirror, in my honest opinion. I have this tingling sensation that, oh, he did go for Jace's deck, good! Goblins can actually annihilate this deck if they're lucky enough. Especially if I get my protection from Blue Goblin. I didn't get him though yet, which kind of worries me. So, what do I want? Arsonist? He's decent, not too good. This guy would want to save up for haste, so let's wait. I'll just get my 2-1 Goblin Packer. For 2 mana, he is a pretty bad card, unfortunately, but I'll take what I can get, right? Still didn't get any of the good Goblins, however. Any kind of Goblins that give me more Goblins or just make the Goblins I have better. I'm not saying I want my Legendary, although I never got it and Gameslayer always gets it when he plays with the Goblins. But you know what? You know, some better cards could be useful, especially since his deck is really scary. Oh, and he got his Medallion on 10 too, which is really scary. He will be able to start spamming those cards as well. That said, he does have a lot of things that let me draw more Goblins, which could be good. Alright, what is that? On top, all creatures that attack this turn. After this main phase, there is an additional combat phase followed by an additional main phase. What? That's interesting. Okay. So, do I want to cast this guy with haste as well? Maybe. Yeah, you know what? Let's... I'll cast him, kick him, and I'll cast this guy as well. So this will be additional little bit of damage. So let's do that. Let's cast him. Let's make sure that he's kicked. And give haste to both him and the other card I just played. So that I'll be able to deal even more damage to Gameslayer. And there is literally nothing he can do about it. So that's 2, 4... filled with counting. Let's try it again. 2, 4, 7, 9 damage. So I'm doing a really decent job. Why was there no animation for this guy, for this card which attacked? Strange, but whatever. Gameslayer is down to 9 health. If I can keep this up, this should be an easy victory. But never say easy victory when you're fighting against Jace. Oh, but I guess I think he got a bad hand because he casted a card which is by no means a really good one. So he will be able. Yes, I am mana stuffed. Who cares? GG. I won. Oh, it is so enjoyable. Gameslayer, we're up to game number 7 now because there's no way he can survive now. I'll just shoot him down with no problems whatsoever. He'll block one goblin. What of it? He is dead in the next turn. I cannot imagine a scenario where he isn't. Especially since he only has 3 mana thus far. Even if he gets 4 mana and has an amazing hand, there's no way in a million years he will be able to survive my next assault. I don't think there is. I know he's there quite well-ish. It doesn't have any ways to deal with what I have in the battlefield right now. It doesn't. He can counter my stuff, he can make my stuff go back into my hand, maybe. Yeah, actually, he can make my stuff go back into my hand, but... What? Oh yeah, but I have protection from blue, I forgot. Yeah, he really doesn't have a lot of things that he can do. He still has his Into the Row, so my power driver will not work all that well. He will not deal all that much damage, but he will still deal damage, right? And he'll do enough damage to kill Gameslayer in my honest opinion. Especially since he's got no more life, so it's perfect opportunity for me. So, do I want to cast this guy so that this guy hits harder and to show how awesome my hand is? Let's do that, shall we? I wanted to see this guy in action, so let's cast him. Continue to the attack phase. This guy gets a +2, thank you very much. And this guy attacks and he will do enough damage to kill Gameslayer, and Gameslayer cannot block me at all. So... Oops, I didn't attack with my other goblins. I got too excited, I got carried away, I'm sorry. It happens. It may have costed me the game because now Gameslayer has 5 mana. If I lose because of this, then this will be embarrassing. But no, he just casted his thingy of Mythos. No, he can survive now. And yeah, that's not a problem. He's going to start making me waste my cards. By no means is this a lost cause. I'm really fine with what I have. So let's cast this guy. What is that? The Reckless one? That's kinda awesome. But this thing... Just rubbing salt in the wound? Just to show that I have this card, just to show how amazing the Goblin Tech can sometimes be. You know, why not? So let's continue. Let's give 2-2 to this guy. I mean 2-0. Let's attack with everything and kill Gameslayer. And even if I didn't kill him for unspeakable reasons, then I would get another attack phase after this attack phase. Because hey, why not? Which is kinda cute, isn't it? So anyway, there we go. And Gameslayer dies. So there we go. The last matchup will be Gameslayer's Goblins versus my Pack Instinct. Could go either way. Those two decks are... It really could go either way. So anyway, I'll see you in the last final match. Alright, game number 4. Game number 7. Horrible starting hand with 1 mana. Draw on your head immediately. 2 mana, not too good, but I do have a lot of draw more mana cards, which will save me. I have a Fog, not that great. Lightning Greaves, not that great, and a Sentinel Spider. I don't have anything early game though, which worries me greatly because Gameslayer, keep in mind, he is indeed... Sorry, really sorry for that. He's really playing with his goblins, so... He can overwhelm me early game, I have nothing to do with that, but I couldn't risk mulliganing again, because this hand at least has a way of getting a decent amount of mana and getting this spider out early, which is possibly the only thing that can keep me alive. That said, Gameslayer has incredible luck whenever he plays with the goblins, so I'm afraid that this best of 7 will end with my defeat in this best of 7 of best of 7s, but at the very least, I'm not totally out of this. I still have a decent hand, I have 2 spiders now, I can't possibly make it work. And even if I cannot, then a loss with a 4-3 in this best of 7 is not the worst. And losing best of 7 of best of 7s in a 4-2 manner is not... Oh wait, 4-1 manner it would be. That's not too good actually. But at least I'm doing relatively okay in this best of 7 and oh, he's getting good cards thus far. He's going to be able to deal another 1 damage to me this time, but wait a second. Is he mana stunned with 1 mana? Did you really go for 1 mana against that? You cannot do that. Even as goblins, you cannot go for 1 mana and hope that things work out for you in the end. That's just not going to happen. Also, I didn't random my mana, so actually we're both mana stuffed, and this is a bigger deal for me than it is for Gameslayer. But still, him going for 1 mana That was such a dumb move, I cannot express this. He's still probably going to win though, don't get me wrong. Let's get this on the battlefield, shall we? But anyway, as I was trying to say, Gensler is still probably going to win. I just have this feeling, and my cards aren't the best, really. This Stomper is really good, but against artifacts, his deck barely has any artifacts whatsoever. He just has a ton of goblins, so really, I just need to stop him attacking me every turn and damaging. But he still didn't get another mana. Gensler, why were you so dumb as to not to mulligan a card when you didn't have any mana? Seriously. You should have mulliganed even if you were to get less cards, and you didn't. He maybe mulliganed like 2 times at most. He should have mulliganed 3 in this scenario. Anyway, do I want to cast this guy or the Spider? The Spider has Vigilance. I want to cast a guy with Vigilance because he's got Vigilance. He doesn't tap when he attacks, which is very good when fighting goblins, obviously. Also, I want to give him haste so that he can attack in this turn. And you know what? I think I might actually win this. And it's not because I'm lucky. I mean, obviously, right now, Gensler is probably saying, dude, you are very lucky. And it might look this way. Because he's getting no mana, his mana starved as goblins, this rarely happens. But it was his own fault for going with 1 mana. He probably got some amazing goblins, and he was like, yeah, let's go for 1 mana. Never ever go for 1 mana start. Ever. Never. This was just utter stupidity by Gensler, right there. Anyway, let's get another Spider. He might be making a comeback. He's got already 4 goblins, so he's actually not doing too poorly. Let's switch my Greaves so that my another Spider also has haste. Now Gensler could use all of his goblins together to kill one of my Spiders. Honestly, I want this to happen because he relies on having as many goblins as possible because they usually buff other goblins or are buffed by other goblins. So I'm fine with him killing my Spider. He didn't though. He would rather take his damage to the face. He's down to 8 health. I could do this, possibly. I might be able to kill him. And I hope this is the case. He still didn't get another mana. He's dead. I mean, he will have to block my Spiders now, otherwise he's dead. Why oh why didn't you mulligan against that? I didn't get it. Anyway, 4-5 or 4-4? Let's get a 4-5 because it's sickeningly good. And let's swap my Graves. Okay, right now I'm getting really lucky with my creature selection and my artifact and whatnot. I got a lucky hand, I cannot complain about that. Yes, I admit I was lucky in this respect. But Gensler still did a stupid new black mistake by letting himself start with just 1 mana. And I saw that he only mulliganed. Even if he mulliganed like once or 2 times, that was not enough. He should have mulliganed until he had like 5 cards in his standing hand, and he didn't have 5, alright? He didn't. So big mistake by him. He probably has a mob boss or something. This is the only explanation for him not mulliganing anymore. But even then, in my honest opinion, he made a mistake. He might still win this, don't get me wrong. Goblins have a tendency of doing nasty things, but he's still mana starved. So yeah, he really didn't make the right choice in my honest opinion. So there we go. Now I'm going to... Oh. Well, that's annoying. I lost my amazing artifact enhancement, which also gave me hexproof and fast and haste. So that's annoying, but at the very least, I've got another creature to attack with in the next turn and overpower Gensler, hopefully. So there we go, attacking. Let's see what he does. He has to block. Well, at least some of his goblins. Will he block with all of them? Yes, he does. So he doesn't have a card that will make him instantly win if he's got an X amount of goblins. There is no such a card, fortunately. Maybe there is, but there is not a single card like this in this game, which is good. Alright, so N10, and I think I secured myself an easy victory because of Gensler's utter stupidity. Oh, how salty he will be for no reason because he was stupid, and how bragging will I be. Oh, and now he got the Goblin Chieftain. Good job, Gensler. This is so enjoyable. He'll be so salty and annoyed. Oh, this will be a pleasure to watch this cast. He might not even upload this. Nah, I think he will upload this cast. He's not the type of person to not upload the casts when he's really annoyed, really. So let's do that. Attack with everything I've got. I could taunt him by casting my fog. Honestly though, I'd rather not. Because, you know, I'm really scared that it could cost me the game. He still has 6 cards in his hand. With the amount of mana he's got, it could maybe make him win. So, let's better be safe than sorry. Easy win, GG, you are a noob, Gensler. I won this best of 7, I'm really happy, made a wonderful comeback from what I deemed to be a loss, and the best of 7 of best of 7s is still going on. I'm currently losing 4-2, which is a good score if you ask me. Even if I lose the next best of 7s, I have nothing to be ashamed of. It was PANCZASU, the Mighty Mixed Power. If you somehow managed to enjoy my videocast, then please by all means like it, maybe even subscribe to my channel if you wish to see more. Please leave a comment, I do love them a lot. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you online.